what is the midnight cry? Now, this is a very important question. I want you to go ahead and clarify this one for us. What is the midnight cry?
Well, the midnight cry is something that took place when the great prophetic timeline in Daniel was unsealed. The bridegroom cometh. That is the midnight cry. And that cry was given in a clarion cry by the Millerite movement. And it woke up the sleeping saints, or some of them. So it is so closely linked with the 2,300-day prophecy that you cannot separate it from it. And that time period didn't mean that Christ was coming at that stage, but the call went out, the bridegroom cometh. And then there was the searching of the scriptures. And those that followed the promptings of the Holy Spirit that had oil in their lamp were ready to follow Christ, not to go to heaven, but to follow him by faith into the sanctuary, into the most holy place, where the law became prominent. That is where the Ark of the Covenant is. So when you read the book of Revelation, the first portions of the book, you find that Christ is ministering in the holy place. You see him walking amongst the candlesticks. But as you progress through the time period and you get to that period when this great cry is given to the world, the midnight cry, the bridegroom cometh, then you follow him into the most holy place. The law becomes prominent. The mark of the beast becomes prominent. The authority of God, the everlasting gospel, all of these become prominent. So a great awakening that embodies all the principles that the Reformation uncovered again from the darkness of the Middle Ages, and adds to it the dimension of obedience and the Day of Atonement in which we are living now, which, by the way, has other aspects attached to it. When you look at the typical Day of Atonement, it was a day of affliction. It was a day when you ate differently from other days, where you took very special cognizance of your relationship with God, whether it was in a right state. And all of these issues pertain to us in the time that we are living in. So this remnant not only has a prophetic message, it not only has the message of the coming of Christ and the heralding of Christ's coming, but it also has a health message associated with that, a right arm of the message.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Veith, for answering those questions. And I'm very glad you clarified that, because we know that that's a very important part of Seventh-day Adventists. That's when we all started in our movement. And thank you very much again for clarifying that.